Ladies and gentlemen, life is a journey of purpose, a pilgrimage through a world that often seems filled with conflict, comparison, and misunderstanding. We live in a society where external perceptions shape our sense of worth and belonging, and it's easy to become disillusioned when we realize that not everyone will accept us, appreciate us, or celebrate us. The truth is, some people will never like you. And this is not due to your shortcomings, but because your spirit irritates their demons. Let me be clear, this is not about them being inherently bad people. It's about their internal struggles, their unresolved conflicts, and the things within them that are unsettled. Your light, your peace, your presence, and your purpose can provoke a response in them that is out of their control. You may encounter people whose reactions to you seem disproportionate or harsh, who criticize you, distance themselves from you, or actively seek to diminish your spirit. The challenge, however, is understanding that their negativity often has nothing to do with your flaws, but rather with the truth that you represent, the peace you carry, and the alignment you have with your purpose. For some, your confidence will be seen as arrogance, your joy will be perceived as ignorance, and your peace will be seen as a threat to their chaos. Your very presence can bring to the surface what others are struggling to hide. And this can be uncomfortable for them. But the key to thriving in these situations is understanding why this happens and how to move forward with grace and purpose. In this speech, I will break down the deep understanding of why some people will never like you, how to manage your response to their rejection, and most importantly, how to remain true to your purpose regardless of how others perceive you. Each of us is a unique individual, and each of us carries a distinct purpose and light into this world. It's important to recognize that not everyone is meant to walk with you, cheer for you, or validate your journey. Sometimes, the greatest testament to your success is simply your ability to remain true to yourself despite opposition. So let's dive into the heart of this matter and understand the dynamics at play when someone's demons become irritated by your spirit. The power of your spirit and its impact on others. When you walk in purpose, you walk in a light that others may not yet understand. Your spirit, your energy, the aura you carry is a reflection of the inner work you've done, the battles you've fought, and the alignment you found within yourself. It's important to recognize that people who are in the process of navigating their own struggles or demons may not be able to comprehend or tolerate your spirit, your peace, your joy, and your conviction can become an unwitting challenge to their unresolved issues. The energy we carry is contagious. The way you show up in a room, the way you speak, the way you walk can either calm or agitate those around you. For those who are not yet at peace within themselves, the peace you exude can feel like a mirror to the chaos they are still trying to suppress. They may not consciously acknowledge it, but the discomfort they feel is real. This dynamic can make some people react negatively toward you, not because of what you have done, but because of what they have not yet come to terms with in their own lives. It's crucial to understand that their irritation has nothing to do with your inherent worth. You are not the problem. Their unresolved issues, insecurities, and internal demons are the true cause of their negative reactions. Your spirit acts as a reflection of what they are unwilling to confront. You are a reminder of what they haven't yet worked through, and this can provoke feelings of jealousy, resentment, or even anger. The peace that you carry becomes a challenge to their inner discord, and they are simply not equipped at that moment to handle it. In these situations, it's essential to remember that you cannot change the hearts of those who are not ready to change. You cannot force others to accept you, nor should you try. Your spirit is a gift, and those who are meant to be in your life will recognize it and appreciate it. However, there will always be those who will reject it because it disrupts the status quo of their inner world. This is not something to take personally, but something to understand and accept as part of the human condition. When you acknowledge that your spirit has the power to stir others, you can walk through life with greater awareness. You understand that some people will be drawn to you and some will be repelled. This recognition frees you from the need to seek validation from others and allows you to live authentically. Your spirit is meant to shine, even if it causes discomfort in those who are not yet ready to embrace it. Understanding the demons within others. To fully grasp why some people will never like you, we must first delve into the concept of demons. Those unresolved issues, fears, insecurities, and unresolved trauma that shape people's actions. We all have demons to some extent. It's part of being human. These demons manifest in different ways: in anger, jealousy, pride, insecurity, bitterness, and many other forms. The demons within others are the internal battles that they have not yet overcome. And they often respond to what they perceive as threats to their comfort zone. When your spirit challenges those demons, it brings them to the surface. This can be an uncomfortable process for them because they have not yet found a way to deal with these issues. Your success, your joy, and your authenticity become unwelcome reminders of what they have not yet resolved within themselves. And because many people are unwilling or unable to confront these demons, they project their discomfort onto you. They may criticize you, undermine your efforts, or attempt to diminish your worth, not because you are wrong, but because your presence forces them to face their unresolved internal struggles. We must acknowledge that this is not about you. It is about the individual and their journey. Their rejection of you is a reflection of their inability or unwillingness to confront their own issues. Sometimes people will reject what they don't understand, what they cannot process, and what they fear may expose their vulnerabilities. Your light, your growth, and your unwavering conviction are, in many ways, a challenge to their demons, because it forces them to take a hard look at the areas in their lives where they have not yet achieved peace. Understanding this dynamic allows you to approach such situations with empathy, not frustration. Instead of internalizing their rejection or being hurt by their criticism, you can see it for what it truly is, a reflection of their inner turmoil. When you are able to see the struggle in others, you can separate their demons from your identity. You no longer feel personally attacked by their behavior, but rather you see it as a cry for help, a sign that they are in the process of working through their own battles. This understanding also frees you from the need to defend or justify yourself. When you are secure in your own purpose and aware of the impact your spirit has on others, you do not need to waste energy on those who cannot accept you. Instead, you can continue moving forward, knowing that their reaction is not about you. It is about them, the nature of spiritual conflict. The world we live in is a place of constant spiritual conflict. Each of us has a spirit that is either aligned with peace, purpose, and light, or it is caught in turmoil, fear, and darkness. When two spirits meet, one aligned with peace and one still struggling with inner demons, there is an inevitable clash. Your spirit, one that seeks truth and alignment, may come into direct conflict with the unresolved issues of others. This is not something that can always be avoided, but it is important to understand that such conflicts are a part of life. Spiritual conflict occurs when your peace and truth challenge the lies and fears within others. You are not intentionally trying to upset anyone, but your very presence can stir up emotions and reactions that they have not yet addressed. This conflict can manifest in many ways, through envy, gossip, jealousy, or even aggression. But the truth remains, your spirit challenges them, and this is something that many people cannot or will not face. Understanding spiritual conflict means recognizing that you cannot control how others react to your presence. You are only responsible for how you respond. You cannot allow the spiritual conflict to derail you or diminish your light. Instead, you must remain anchored in your truth and purpose, understanding that your spirit's purpose is not to make everyone comfortable, but to walk in alignment with your higher calling. When you recognize that spiritual conflict is part of the human experience, you can navigate these situations with greater understanding. You do not take it personally when others react negatively to your spirit. Instead, you use it as a reminder that your purpose is being fulfilled. You are living authentically, and that authenticity will either attract those who are meant for your journey or repel those who are not. Spiritual conflict is not something to avoid, but something to embrace as a natural part of your growth. When you understand this, you are free to walk in your purpose, knowing that you will face opposition, but that it will never define you. It is simply a byproduct of the light you carry into the world. The cost of seeking validation. Many people fall into the trap of seeking validation from others, allowing external opinions to dictate their worth. But when you understand that some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons, you are liberated from the need for external validation. You no longer rely on others' approval to determine your value. Your worth is rooted in your understanding of who you are, not in how others perceive you. Seeking validation from others is a dangerous pursuit. It places your worth in the hands of people who may not understand your journey, your struggles, or your purpose. When you depend on others to affirm your identity, you open yourself up to manipulation, disappointment, and insecurity. The key to overcoming this is realizing that your spirit is not for everyone. Some will reject you and some will celebrate you, but neither should define your sense of self. The moment you detach from seeking external validation, you empower yourself. You take back control of your narrative, your identity, and your worth. No one can make you feel inferior unless you allow them to. When you are grounded in your own purpose and understand the true source of your value, the opinions of others become irrelevant. Their rejection of you is simply a reflection of their inability to accept who you are. Revelation should come from within. It is your connection to your higher self, to your purpose, and to the divine plan for your life that should define your worth. When you cultivate this inner sense of validation, you are free to live authentically without fear of judgment or rejection. You know that your value does not fluctuate based on others' opinions. You truly know yourself. Next on our mat, living without the need for external validation allows you to embrace your purpose fully. It gives you the strength to stand firm in your truth, regardless of how others react. And when you are truly free from the need for validation, you can walk through life with confidence and peace, knowing that your spirit is aligned with a higher calling, embracing your purpose despite opposition. When you understand that some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons, you must also understand the importance of embracing your purpose despite opposition. The world is filled with people who will never understand your journey, who will never align with your mission, and who will never appreciate your presence. But that does not mean you should abandon your purpose or try to fit into their mold. Your purpose is unique, and it was designed specifically for you. It is not meant to be understood by everyone, and it certainly is not meant to please everyone. There will always be critics, doubters, and people who try to tear you down. But none of that matters if you are rooted in your purpose. When you are aligned with your higher calling, no external opposition can derail you. Embracing your purpose means continuing to move forward regardless of the negativity or resistance you encounter. You do not seek to please people or seek their approval. Instead, you focus on fulfilling the mission you were placed on this earth to accomplish. The opposition you face is not a reflection of your inadequacy, but a testament to your strength and resilience. Those who reject you or criticize you are simply not meant to walk with you. Their demons may not allow them to see the beauty of your spirit, and that is their burden, not yours. When you continue to walk in your purpose, despite the opposition, you fulfill your divine calling and make room for those who are meant to align with your mission. Purpose is the driving force that propels you forward even when others do not understand. It is your compass, your guide, and your source of strength. When you embrace your purpose, you no longer seek validation or approval from others. You walk boldly, knowing that your journey is divinely ordained and that nothing, not even the rejection of others, can stop you from fulfilling your mission. In addition, responding with love and grace. When you encounter people whose demons are irritated by your spirit, it is easy to react with frustration, anger, or bitterness. But the most powerful response you can give is one of love and grace. This does not mean allowing yourself to be mistreated or disregarded. It means responding from a place of understanding and compassion. When you understand that their rejection is not a reflection of you, but of their internal struggles, you can choose to respond with empathy rather than defensiveness. This is not always easy, but it is the most powerful way to disarm negativity. By showing love and grace, you create a space for healing, both for yourself and for those who may be struggling with their own demons. Responding with love also frees you from the emotional weight of others' rejection. When you choose to love, you are not allowing their negativity to affect you. Instead, you are rising above it, choosing to stay rooted in your own peace and purpose. Love is a powerful force, and when you respond with love, you transform the situation. Grace is also important. It allows you to let go of any bitterness or resentment. You do not need to hold on to the negativity that others project onto you. Instead, you release it and move forward with peace. Grace enables you to continue your journey with clarity and purpose, unaffected by the opinions and actions of others. Love and grace are the hallmarks of someone who is secure in their purpose. They allow you to walk through life with peace and confidence, knowing that nothing can disturb your inner calm. When you choose love and grace, you rise above the chaos and create a space for your spirit to flourish. The challenge of authenticity in a world of expectations. One of the most challenging aspects of life is maintaining authenticity in a world that constantly tries to mold you into something you are not. Society, culture, and even the people around you often have expectations for who you should be, how you should act, and what you should value. When you begin to walk in alignment with your true self, unashamed and unapologetic, your authenticity can stir up discomfort in those who have conformed to societal standards and norms. Your freedom to be yourself, regardless of expectations, can challenge their carefully constructed identity and force them to confront the fact that they, too, have been living according to someone else's script. This type of discomfort is what causes friction. Your refusal to conform may shine a light on the parts of their lives they have kept hidden, the places where they have compromised their true selves in exchange for approval or comfort. They may not even consciously realize it, but your authenticity, your ability to live as your true self, becomes a mirror to their own internal conflict, a conflict that they are not prepared to face. You represent the path of personal freedom and growth, something they might be too afraid to embark on themselves. The truth is, when you stop living for others' approval and start living for yourself, you start to draw the line between those who are meant to walk with you and those who are not. People who are not ready to embrace their own authenticity will see your boldness as a threat. It forces them to reckon with their own insecurities, their own fears, and their own unresolved issues. And this can cause them to react in ways that are hostile or dismissive. However, this reaction is not your responsibility, nor is it a reflection of your own character. It is simply an indicator of where they are in their own personal journey. It's essential to embrace the challenge of living authentically, even if it causes discomfort or rejection. Authenticity is a powerful force that cannot be denied. It may irritate the demons within others, but it also has the power to inspire those who are ready for change. By staying true to who you are, regardless of others' perceptions, you set the example of what it means to live a life of purpose and integrity. You demonstrate the strength that comes with self-acceptance and self-expression, and you offer a path for others to follow, should they choose to walk it. When you live authentically, you align with your higher purpose and become a beacon of truth. It is not about being liked by everyone, but about staying true to who you are and living in accordance with your highest calling. Those who are ready for change will recognize your light, while others will continue to struggle in the shadows of their own fears and insecurities. But your authenticity will never be wasted. It is an invitation for those who are ready to confront their own demons and find the strength to live as their true selves, recognizing the role of your spirit in the transformation of others. One of the most profound aspects of this journey is understanding that the irritation your spirit causes in others is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be a catalyst for transformation. Your presence and your purpose have the potential to trigger change in people who are not yet ready to face the truth about themselves. While they may react negatively in the short term, your spirit may ultimately inspire them to confront their own inner demons, leading to personal growth and transformation down the road. The discomfort they feel when they encounter your spirit may be the very thing that forces them to look inward. It's not your responsibility to make them change, nor should you take on the burden of their transformation. However, the way you carry yourself in the world, your peace, your confidence, your love, can be a profound example of what is possible when one walks in alignment with their higher calling. The tension you create may be the first step in someone's awakening, even if it does not happen immediately. Many people, when faced with discomfort, choose to reject what they do not understand rather than confronting it. They may initially resist your spirit because it challenges their worldview, their habits, or their limitations. However, with time, they may come to realize that the qualities that irritated them were not flaws, but strengths, qualities that they themselves desire to cultivate. Your life can serve as an example of what it means to overcome the struggles of the human condition and to live with integrity and authenticity. In this way, you can think of your spirit as a catalyst, a spark that has the potential to ignite change in those who are ready to embrace it. By staying true to who you are, even in the face of rejection, you may inadvertently inspire others to step into their own truth. It is a ripple effect, one that begins with your courage to live authentically and spreads outward to touch the lives of others, even those who may resist it at first. Your spirit, therefore, is not just for your own fulfillment. It is a gift that has the potential to touch and transform the lives of those around you, even if they don't yet realize it. The key is to remain focused on your own journey and purpose, not on the reactions of others. Your ability to remain steadfast in your truth, to live authentically and in alignment with your purpose, creates the space for others to do the same. It's not about forcing change or seeking approval. It's about being who you are, regardless of how others respond, and trusting that your spirit will make the difference in the lives of those who are ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it is a truth nonetheless. When you walk in purpose, when you live authentically, and when you carry a spirit aligned with peace, love, and truth, you will undoubtedly encounter resistance from those who are not yet ready to face their own internal struggles. Their irritation is not a reflection of your value, it is a reflection of their own unresolved issues. But let me encourage you to embrace this reality with grace and wisdom. Understand that their rejection is not personal, and it does not diminish your worth or your purpose. It is simply part of the dynamic of human interaction and spiritual growth. By staying true to who you are, by walking in your purpose, and by living authentically, you not only protect your own peace, but you also create the potential for transformation in others. Your light, your spirit, your presence may irritate their demons, but in time, it could also inspire their healing. The key is to stay grounded in your own truth. Do not allow others' rejection or criticism to deter you from the path you are meant to walk. Your journey is unique, and it is not for everyone to understand. But rest assured, the right people will recognize your worth, and in the meantime, you have the opportunity to be a living example of what it means to live authentically, to stay true to your purpose, and to transform the world around you by simply being yourself. So, as you move forward in life, remember this: your spirit is powerful. It may irritate some, but it will also inspire others. Keep shining your light. Keep walking in your truth, and never allow the rejection of others to sway you from your higher calling. The world needs your spirit more than you can imagine.